Hello, my name is T Ceti E, and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I have been letting this run for quite a while now, actually. It was kind of running overnight, and I was kind of checking to see everything was working, and I'd say like 99% of it worked pretty well. There are a couple little things that I need to improve, but for the most part, everything has worked as it should. So that is really cool to see. I am short on IC2 coolant, and that is one thing I need to kind of sort out how I want to do this, because I actually don't I don't have this automated, and there is a way to do it with these coolant drops, and I think I've been deleting them because I'm actually getting them from the Laptron bee. So it's a byproduct that I've just been voiding. And if we take a look at the Lapis coolant drop, you can get IC2 coolant out of it. You get 200, and then this flowing thing, which I'll just void. I don't need that. But I'm thinking maybe just putting that in a fluid extractor and then a storage bus on that, and then as needed, the coolant will be produced. It'll obviously be at UV, so this will be much shorter. But that is kind of what I'm thinking for that. But right now, I'm just kind of throwing it in the as needed, just kind of throwing in a whole bunch of lapis right there. I'm actually not going to do it all, because I don't think we need it all. But we do use a lot of that in the assembly line stuff. Oops, there we go. So that was, had this, one of these, yeah, that. It didn't have enough coolant, so it was kind of jammed up. I don't remember. Yeah, and this uses coolant, and these use, yeah, that uses coolant. Does this use coolant? Yeah. So these four things all use coolant. So I got to get that sorted out, but just haven't done it yet. I'm waiting for this to finish before I start crafting up more stuff. Although I could probably do, actually I probably could do a thing now that it's finished mostly crafting up, because the fluid extractor is easy. It's just a pump, isn't it? Like a pump and a something. Yeah, pump and a piston. Why don't we could just go ahead and get that going. We'll do UV, I guess. Is there, I've never even thought about this, but is there a, does this do a fluid extractor? It does do fluid extracting. I wonder if I could do something with that. I don't know. Just a thought. I was just randomly kind of had a thought there. I've also been doing this with all my flawless diamonds, because I have it set up to sift for more diamonds, and we get a whole lot of the flawless from that. So I'm just turning them into regular diamonds. I don't know what to do. Probably just pulverize this all down into diamond dust. But yeah, I don't know. Something to think about. I haven't done anything with this, oops, this storage thing yet. I'm probably just going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I was thinking of just giving myself all the 64Ks maybe. I don't know. I don't want 256 of these in a block. Probably just enough to do an ultimate battery, which is this much. So, and maybe just keep the rest. I don't know. I still, like I said, I still haven't figured out what I want to do with that, since it does appear to be bugged in this version. I don't know if it's bugged in the next build. It may just be a thing in this, but unfortunately, cannot get it to work in this world. But yeah. Just waiting on these HPIC wafers. The biggest, there's two kind of big issues here. One is polyethylene and epoxid, the fluids that we need. Since we need so much of it, we needed about, I forget. I think we needed about 400,000 of this, and 400,000 times, you know, how many? So that is a ton of polyethylene. I tore through this thing really fast. It's filled back up again, obviously, since it's been running for so long, but I tore through this really quick. So we were waiting on those to craft up for quite a while. So I need to probably replace that with a much larger one. That's probably all I'll do. I mean, I know this is so super slow having this on a multi-block. It's HV. It's not even like that fast, and but I figure if it has a huge backlog, I'm not crafting these things up very often, that by the time it does that, it will fill back up. Kind of like this fennel is filled back up, but yeah, I gotta work out. The issue I'm running into is, why is that? Why is there no? I feel like that is turned off. It shouldn't be turned off. Yeah, it is turned off. Shouldn't there be? There should be 8,000 epoxid in the system. That's a bit weird. Why is that turned off? I'll have to figure that one out. There should always be a bit of epoxid, but what I was thinking was, I want a storage bus on a tank. The problem is that thing doesn't. I don't think this will recognize, if I have it in a storage bus, it's not going to recognize that. So the question is, how is it going to turn off? That's what I the way I'm setting this up is I have it turned off when I don't need it anymore. But if I do that, it's not going to be able to turn off. So I would have to figure that out. But we'll do that when I'm not recording, because that's going to take me a little while. But yeah, so IC2 coolant we got to sort out, which I'm doing right now. Polyethylene, got to do. The epoxid we got to do. Raw carbon fibers, they're done on a small machine. Just on this autoclave over here. And I can't remember which one it was. I think it's over here. Yeah, this one. And you need about, I can't remember, 9,000 of it. So it takes a while, but as we can see, it's not even close to being like the longest thing here. So yeah, this HPIC wafers is a problem. And the problem is, if you look there, that you need so many of these items, probably close to 30,000 of the wafers and stuff from all the different things, that by the time it finally gets to crafting up the wafers or whatever, they were like way down there in the chain kind of thing. So so you kind of had to wait for them to be done, and then they take so long in this. So what I want to do, like this thing, it just takes so long. In here, if these were running from the beginning, that would be much better, is kind of what I'm thinking. So I think I want to, this is also a bit annoying, vanadium. These size pipes are a bit of an issue as well. As we can see, it's not, well, yeah. This is the backup. But these pipes can't really transport fast enough for a UV thing. Is a bit of an issue, but I don't know. So what I was kind of thinking is splitting off those HPIC wafer things into its own separate thing is kind of what I'm thinking. Probably right here. I'll just build another one of these is kind of what I'm thinking. But I'm going to wait for everything to be finished before I do that. But for the most part, everything worked really well with this ultimate battery. So feels pretty good that we had a 8.5 million byte craft and everything pretty much worked out. It just kind of needs a bit of optimization, but for the most part, we're pretty much there. So why are we having issues here? Why is that not working? But this is kind of what I basically do, just kind of run around and something. Okay, so like, why didn't that? How did that happen? Something got messed up here, as we can see. Yeah, I could probably. Yeah, I'll probably do. Let's see. So add a thing in the beginning. Let me see. So that's fine. What I want. Basically tell it not to run if the other ones are running is kind of what I'm thinking. So if there's Europium, they both Europium in the first. No. All right. So what we'll do is for this one, this is the. We'll tell it not to run if there's Europium or the thing. This is what we'll do. So do that. We'll do a condition input hatch 1 or input bus 1, if any. If it has that fiber, never remember the name of it, fiber plates or whatever. This thing, multi-layer fiber circuit board, because that's what's in the, that is what's in the other thing, right? Yeah, so if that's in the first slot, don't run, is what we're thinking here. Or Europium plates. So if any of these are in that first slot, don't run. So if that is not true, we'll do false, and that should stop it from putting stuff in there and getting screwed up. And we'll do that with this one as well. This one will be Americium and fiber in that first slot. And I think this hopefully will stop stuff from getting a little messed up there. Americium plate. I don't know why this has such a narrow, like why can't it go more? Oops. So Americium, Europium plates. And if that is not in that first slot, then you can run. Wait, is that what I wanted? No. I'm getting myself confused here. No. The fiber multi-layer. Yeah, I'm getting myself confused here. There we go. So if that is in the first one, or Americium. So basically, if that one is running or this one is running, don't run that one. And then this one is the Americium plates and that, or Europium plates, if any. All right, I think that may fix this bit of an issue. I should do this with every single item. Basically tell it if something is in that first slot that's not the one we need, don't run the craft, but I'm kind of just going as. See this, the issue we just ran into there is we see, where are we? The same slot has these SMD diodes. So it put this, it went back in the chest and is like, oh, we can do that again. And we put it in that slot or whatever, and it got screwed up. So it should be on, right? Ooh, why are we not on? Did I get screwed up again? This has worked. Why is it not working now? Alright, so I gotta figure out what is going on with that. That was really weird. Why didn't it put... Yeah, let me figure this out really quick and we'll be right back. Alright, I totally had screwed this up. That was the issue. I changed these from the wetware and I totally had them all input into one input bus, and they're supposed to be spread out. So I had all four going into one instead of one going into four different input slots. So that was what I had done. Yeah. So I changed these and then had, for some reason, I just had this slot taking four. I don't know what I was thinking when I changed that out. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, that went in. I should move this back. Needs to be farther back here. Are we on? Please tell me we're on. There we go. All right, so we got that sorted out. But yeah, that was probably the issue. But having those kind of things don't run, a command don't run if there's other stuff, that there's a different item in that first slot, it definitely helps. So just kind of being more cautious than needed. But yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. We're almost done. Jeez, we're almost done with this battery. This is so... It's crazy that we're like auto-crafting these, but the other thing we're auto-crafting a lot of now is infinity turbines. I just crafted up 2 more, and it's just like nothing. I think I probably have enough for 1 more. Oh, I don't have enough for a pile of neutrons. Because I just crafted up 2 of these, and that uses a heck of a lot. But I can probably... put this back. I had this turned off. Well, not turned off, but I had it slowed down. Because I didn't really need a whole lot of neutrons, so I was like, that's a bit of a waste of power, but let's put that back and... Yeah. Oh, that's right, because I turned this on and this is a lot of power that it draws, so... Yeah. So we're good there. And we're going to get to a point here that we're not producing enough plasma. And it might be... I don't know if we can actually handle 2 more infinity turbines, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Let's switch this out with that, see if we can just use that up. Was it 135 per second? All right, but there we go. So we have 5 turbines producing 3.28 million EU per tick. We're still not even... Well, we're about... Yeah, we're really not producing We're not even producing enough for all those hatches. We probably need about 2 hatches, I think. But yeah, I will take a look at how much plasma. Yeah, we're dropping. We are definitely... Yeah, we're dropping. So as we can see, we're burning more plasma than we are producing. So in theory, I should just go ahead and build up another fusion reactor. So maybe I'll do that. I did have room for 4 fusion reactors eventually. Silver, though, is a bit of a problem because we are burning through a ton of silver. I mean, we have a whole lot, but I can... Basically what I've been doing is just coming over here and be like, okay, make 300,000 silver. There we go. And that will just backlog that for a while, and then... Yeah. I think... Yeah, I'll just leave that. Or I could maybe even turn off, like maybe 2 of these and see if... I basically just want to be breaking even. I don't particularly want to craft up a new fusion reactor right this second. And still dropping a little bit. So anyway, just thought I would point that out. So let me cut here and we will come back. I may... Yeah, I just have a couple optimizations basically is what I need to do. Oh, the other thing, the Lapotron things. Boy, do these take forever in this. These raw Lapotron crystals take forever in the raw pressure cooker. Because that is a super slow recipe. Holy cow. 60 seconds. I think they're taking like 3 seconds each or something like that at UV. And when you need 10,000, that's takes a long time. So debating what to do about that. Thinking more like a processing array maybe. Be better. Like 1 autoclave, or should I have 64? 64 in a processing array? I don't know. So a few things we need to kind of figure out here, but yeah, we're pretty much at the end of the pack here. A couple more things to do, and then what I'm kind of thinking is once I kind of finish these last crafts, which that solar panel, oof, that is obnoxiously... I feel like that's almost more difficult than the really ultimate battery, to be honest. This stuff is all stuff I've just had. It's just all auto crafting stuff. I haven't really had to add any stuff. It just uses massive amounts of stuff. And getting the resources is a difficult part, but man, this UV solar panel, that is insanely difficult. Because it has so many unique, these solars have just so many unique kind of recipes, is like this. I have to like, build up a whole new chemical reactor just for one recipe kind of thing. So yeah, and these, I gotta do recipes for all these, and then I gotta do recipes for these and that. Ugh, there's just so many different recipes that I need to do just for solar panels. I know they're powerful, but I mean, when I'm producing 15 million EU per tick is one UV solar panel, like it's not even, it's kind of pointless at this point in the pack, but I don't know. Anyway, let me just cut here since I've been rambling on forever. I haven't really done a whole lot. Oh, we're making the ultimate battery. Let's just double check that it is actually working. No. Oh, why are we working? Did I screw something up? Everything's in there. I may have screwed something up in the... Oh, I never made a thing for it. Alright, so yeah, I gotta make a command group for the ultimate battery. I totally had forgotten I haven't made one yet. Ultimate battery. That's right, because I did it manually before. Yeah, so just the coolant in that thing. Alright, yeah, let me, I guess, do this. And yeah, we'll come back. And we're back, and I've got everything done, and I even put the, even though it's not going to be crafting anything up until everything else is crafted, I went ahead and put that false condition in anyway. But hopefully, if I did everything correctly here, that should disappear and it should start. All right, there we go. So we have ultimate batteries, auto crafting. Feels pretty good, for sure. All right, so like I said, I have a couple kind of things here. Why don't we do the fluid extractor? Did we get the pump and the piston? Yeah. Let's see. What is it? Extracting fluids or something? Yeah, extracting fluids from items. Liquefying sucker. as opposed to a fluid extractor. Ew, I don't know if I want to use those. I really don't feel like crafting up more wetware circuits. Man, those are just so expensive to use for a single block machine. All right, I gotta make some more. Let's make some more. It's gonna take a little while. That's actually not too bad though. UV machine hull and flux electrum. Yeah, I think I'll just export these into the thing with a storage bus. I think would be. I think that would be the best way to do the IC2 coolant. That way I don't even have to worry about that. All right. Other question here is, I have a couple. I was looking at the singularities, and one problem I'm still running into ever since these dang bees got nerfed. I am not producing enough phosphorus for my setup anymore. This setup, I don't produce enough phosphorus dust for it. It chews through it. And I have 2 bees now. 2 Aptime bees. One is sped up as fast as it goes. And I also have the one over here. This thing is also producing pure phosphorus. See it. It's a very, very small percent chance rate. There it goes. There was some right there. But anyway, before I used to have like a huge surplus of phosphate, but now with that bacterial setup running, we don't produce enough with 2 bees and the lava centrifuge thing. So I got to figure out a way to fix that. Because I also noticed, if we look at this, there is actually a singularity for this. So I was thinking, how can we get this? And one of the ways would be the deep dark, T Ceti, or the overall. I'm not putting it in a Twilight Forest. A void miner is what I'm planning. I don't think I want. I don't know. We can go to the deep dark, but that is so much ore in the deep dark. Majority of it just needs to be voided. So that I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm almost thinking maybe T Ceti have another void miner. And because I'm sure they would share a lot of. Actually, what am I doing? There's no way to. But I'm thinking a lot of the ores that would be on T Ceti will be shared by all these. So it probably drops, you know, crude rhodium metal and pitch blend and all that stuff. So I already have so much of this set up. I'm hoping there won't be a whole lot of extra that we need to add. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, T Ceti, and see if we can get a couple other ores. The only thing is I don't want to set up a void miner just for tricalcium phosphate. That seems a bit kind of funny, to be honest, but I don't know. The best thing would be just to throw in the deep dark, then I would get literally everything that we need, except for barite. That is the only thing we're not going to get. Oh, no. We will get barite ore if we... Alright, T Ceti. There we go. I just decided. We will get barite ore. And Certus quartz ore. Even though I set up the B, that gets us a lot of stuff. Alright, so as we can see, a few things here. Why don't I go ahead and craft up, now that we have another ultimate battery. 6 more to go. And I'm just kind of curious what I'm out of. Gold. Ruthenium will be. Phosphate. Trinium. Yeah, barite. See, that's the barite issue. Yeah, and ruthenium. tin dust. All right, so something didn't, yeah, because I have 500,000 tin right there. Uh-oh. What's going on? Something's going wrong. Oh, it's doing this dang thing again. Like, it's doing just the one. It's not doing all of it. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Something happens and it gets, like, messed up. Yeah, it's just doing, like, one little stack. I don't know. Alright, I think that maybe sorted itself out. Alright, I found that before. Nope. See, there's a lot of this stuff. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't see, okay, it's just doing the tiny pile of 10. So then it completely backs up is what the issue is, and then I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know the programming with these things. Why doesn't it just do all of it? I don't know. But all right, anyway. Yeah, let me, I think, craft up a void miner. Throw on T Ceti, and then before we wrap up this episode, let's kind of see how many more ores we're gonna get that we need to. I'll throw it in, like, I'll do this again, maybe, in this chest, and see what kind of ores we're looking at here. But yeah, it's gonna take me a little while to do that, so we're gonna cut here, and we'll come back in a like, take me an hour or two probably to do that. So yeah, we'll be right back. And really quick before we wrap up, a couple things here. I did the extractor into a tank, probably bigger than we need to. But yeah, that way we don't have to worry about these for a while. And I'm just voiding the flowing because we don't need those. Also, we are about halfway after I screwed up. We got about this far and then I accidentally screwed up and changed some of this and it reset the recipe. So I threw a battery in there just as kind of like a backup just in case. So yeah, I thought I would show that off. And I also have crafted up a new void miner and put it on T Ceti. And unfortunately, as I was kind of looking at all the ores that we're getting, there is a lot of new stuff, fortunately. So not everything is new, like yellow garnet we had before, but it's iron ore, aluminum ore, sulfur ore, neutronium I think we're getting. I have to go through this all, but there is apatite. Lots and lots of apatite we're getting. And the tricalcium phosphate is what we really needed. Getting salt ore. But we are also getting, if I can find it, borax. Thought I saw borax. There's barite, which we need. Could have sworn I saw borax when it just like was flying by. Yeah, borax. So we're also getting borax for the glass, which is pretty cool. The boron, I think. So yeah, lots of things here. We're gonna have to just kind of, like I said, go through. I think we have those. But gluconate sand and rock sardol, yeah, this is all new stuff. Garnet sand we have though. Lots and lots of garnet sand. That is such a look. This is such a way. I've never used that garnet sand. I don't think. I can't even remember. But anyway, I will continue to do this, and we will come back and yeah, maybe craft up. I don't know. Not quite sure yet. We are working towards the 18 mainframes that we're going to need for the solar panel, and I just need a lot of the biocells. There we go. I need 3,000 more biocells, and for that I needed all the phosphate and the phosphorus is the reason I wanted to do this, because I was struggling. But yeah, the apatite ore, unfortunately, I think My Apatine B is finally about to be retired. It's just not as good if you're getting that much ore at once. Apatite. So this guy's put in some work, but I think it may be time to retire this bee after 477,000 generations. I don't know. Maybe I'll just let it keep going just for the fun of it. But to be honest, it's probably not even necessary anymore with that much apatite ore. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching and have a good one.